So should you have checkboxes or a drop-down menu? Now, in this particular case, we are trying to get attendance, and we are trying to say, hey, is someone coming or are they not coming? And here I have a drop-down, and it says attending or nope. Now, the cool thing is we could do pretty much the same thing with a checkbox. If we insert checkbox, and now not attending would be blank, and attending would be a check. And the action to do this is only one action, right? Check or uncheck. Uncheck is no option. Whereas in a drop-down menu, we have a third option, which is nothing. We say, okay, attending or no, or nothing. In a checkbox, we don't have that option. Nothing means, and we can also count checkboxes. So it's not like we're losing this counting. We can say equals COUNTIF, and the range is C2:C, and the criteria is true. So we're just counting trues, and we're saying, is this true or not? So we still get the same count. We still get to see if people are attending. We just don't get to see extra information. And we also don't know necessarily that there's a null spot or no response. It's only a yes or a no, or approved or not approved. And so I think situationally you can choose which one you want, and you can choose between them, a checkbox or a drop-down menu, is that we can actually change the values of a checkbox. So we right-click and go to View More Cell Actions, Data Validation. We can see that now this is labeled checkbox C2 to C8. These are all checkboxes. If we click that, we can see that the criteria is checkbox. We can also check off this Use Custom Cell Values, and we can change that checked is attending and unchecked is not attending. Let's click done. And now in the cell, the checkbox itself doesn't change, but the value does change. So much so that our calculation up here, COUNTIF is true, is now 0, even though there are 4 checkboxes. So we need to change that to attending. And now we have 4. I think this is a very cool option if you want the value to be something other than true or false, maybe approved or not approved. But I do think that checkboxes have a limitation. And that main limitation, I'll repeat here, is that it doesn't have a null value or no value. It only is yes or no, true or false. Whereas if you add a drop-down, and I don't necessarily think adding a drop-down is any more difficult, but I do think that it offers you the option of not just attending or no, it also offers you to say why, like not, like busy, or another event, or already volunteering. Maybe they're volunteering here, and so we can label these all red, so we know, okay, only the green ones are the ones that really are attending. And we have one value that's like, hey, we're going to count this up here, and everything else we're not going to count, but we're going to have those values that gives us more data. Maybe not better data, because it depends on that situation, right? And this one is attendance. But in your situation, if you're trying to decide between drop-down and checkbox, we have the data validation rules could include all of these other options. Whereas if we have a checkbox, maybe we have another column that has the reason why not attending, already volunteering, and we have some notes here. Now what this allows us to do is have that checkbox, yes or no, but also have some extra data that something like the dropdown might have. And if we don't necessarily know what the dropdowns are, then maybe this notes would help us determine those later. And so what we can do is we can create a checkbox, have a note section, and then come back to it later and say, okay, what are the notes, and let's put those into dropdowns. So this offers you sort of the most options with still counting yes or no. Whereas the dropdown, if you really know what your other reasons are and your other things are, it offers you coloring, it offers you just a click, 2 clicks to select it. It also gives you extra information all within that one column. So I think this is a really interesting question of, do I use a checkbox or a dropdown? That is very situational and very much to how much information do you already know about your event or the data that you're putting in here. If you already know, hey, it's only going to be one of these 3 or 4 options and I only need to count one of them, let's go with a dropdown. If I do very clearly need a column of yes or no, and that's all I need. I don't need the null option of nothing. Then here's the checkbox, but then here's a reason, or some other notes section. So you will need 2 columns. Truly, honestly, for CRMs or outreach or any kind of like, hey, I need to get in touch with these 200 people, I like having a dropdown where it has a blank option. I do not like seeing this sort of checkbox all the way through, and I'm like, did I reach out to them? When did I reach out to them? What did I do? I really like having a blank, and then I'm going to say, okay, I reached out to these people, they're busy, we'll come back to them later, that kind of thing. I can also put a bunch of different statuses and have sort of like a workflow. Say, okay, I reached out first, reached out second, reached out third, I emailed them, I tweeted them, did all this stuff. You can also allow multiple selections. So if you have volunteer and speaker, and you want to color those differently, but someone is going to be both a volunteer and a speaker, and they are attending, see, we have all of that in one cell. And I think that's really cool too, to be able to do that with drop-down menus. You might end up putting columns of volunteers, speakers, attending, and then have checkboxes all the way around, whereas if you want that all in one column, just put it in a drop-down menu and allow multiple selections. I hope this was interesting to you to see the difference between checkboxes and dropdowns. If you have questions about checkdowns or dropboxes, that's a funny joke, right? Checkboxes or dropdowns, ask them below. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos, get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.